Hello everyone. In continuation to our other online videos, this particular video is the description for the preparation of alcohol. Remember very well, alcohols are prepared from many different molecules, compounds bearing different functional groups, of which the very first we will be discussing is conversion of halogen, that is Cl, to OH, that is alcohol. So you can also write from haloalkanes. This particular reaction is also coined as hydrolysis, a very simple reaction where hydrolysis is undertaken by the extensive use of aqueous potassium hydroxide. Over here, aqueous potassium hydroxide, being a base, will also facilitate at the end of the reaction the neutralization part of the acid that is thrown out. We will also have a look on this. Always remember, when you are taking a reagent like aqueous KOH, the aqueous part indicates the water proportion, and in this particular reaction water proportion will play the key role. So when you have this Rx, whenever you are reacting it with aqueous KOH, it is this K that will play a role, not initially but a little bit later. But as of now, if we check, we are focusing on water and we are coining it as hydrolysis. But this K will react with X and we will have a byproduct called KX along with ROH. So over here you can very well check that it is an alcohol that is obtained from haloalkane. So our first initial reaction. Moving ahead, in this particular reaction, always remember you can take a primary, a secondary and a tertiary haloalkane. And now comes the question, which of these three haloalkane will have the most speedy or fast reaction? Always remember, tertiary will go the fastest, then the secondary and then the primary haloalkanes. So this is our first reaction and its explanation. Still, let us take one example over here, that is CH3 thrice CX, then CH3 twice CHX and CH3 CH2X. Among all these three reactions, respectively tertiary, secondary and primary, the one that moves the fastest is the tertiary halide, then the secondary halide and then the primary halide. Over here, the tertiary halide reacts the fastest because of the formation of ease of carbocation, that is one of the intermediate during the reaction. So this was the first reaction, dear viewers and subscribers. Now let us move towards another method where from again alcohol can be prepared, but over here you will have a very good idea on two different aspects, that is preparing alcohol either from a simple alkene, that is a symmetrical alkene, as well as from a asymmetrical alkene. So coming towards the second procedure of preparing alcohol from alkene, let us friends make this reaction procedure a little more detailed. We will divide it into two halves and we will mention very well symmetrical alkene and on the another side asymmetrical alkene. While mentioning the symmetrical alkene, we will take a very simple example, that is ethene. Undertaking a very simple acidic hydrolysis, that is addition of water in presence of an acid, you will have this water overall getting disintegrated into H plus and OH minus theoretically, and when this pi bond breaks you will have H on one side and OH on another side. But as both these carbon are equivalent, you can place H and OH on either side depending upon your convenience, and this will help us fetch our required product, that is alcohol. Now let us think a little different. Let us assume of an asymmetrical alkene. Whenever you have an asymmetrical alkene and you plan to react it with water as a part of acidic hydrolysis, always be very alert. The reaction will move something like Markovnikov. We had a very clear statement in Markovnikov that the hydrogen from the reagent in the form of H plus will always attack among the two carbon the carbon having more number of hydrogen. So over here among these two carbon, the carbon on the right has more number of hydrogen, so it will attack over here. Now be very alert. If I want the H plus to come over here, beta, this pi bond compulsorily has to break like this, which will result in the formation of something like this. Therefore, this H will come over here and henceforth the OH, you should always try to write minus over here, will attack in the center. So this is how you can come to a conclusion that it will result into the formation of secondary alcohol. There is another way of justifying that while acidic hydrolysis of an asymmetrical alkene, why secondary alcohol predominates over primary alcohol. मैं ये बताना चाह रहा हूं कि एसिडिक हाइड्रोलिसिस के तहत जब एसिमेट्रिकल अल्कीन के ऊपर ये प्रयोग किया जाता है तो वाई क्यों सेकेंडरी प्रोडक्ट प्राइमरी प्रोडक्ट से ज्यादा मिलता है और प्रायोरिटी में मिलता है, उसको हम कार्बोकैटायन की स्टेबिलिटी से सीखेंगे. वी विल लर्न इट बाय द assumption of stability of carbocation. Now see, if I have this asymmetrical alkene, there are two possible ways for this pi bond to break. Either on this side, if it's break this side, we will end up by writing like this, and the H plus will suddenly attack over here and this will get converted into secondary carbocation. On the opposite of it, If the pi bond would have shifted this way, we would have ended CH3, CH, CH2 minus and a plus. And in such a case, this H plus would have attacked over here, resulting into CH3, CH2, CH2 plus. Now check. This is secondary carbocation. This is primary carbocation, and we very well know that secondary carbocation is much more prior than primary carbocation, and therefore always secondary alcohol formation is predominated over primary alcohol formation. And therefore always remember, when undergoing an acidic hydrolysis for an asymmetrical alkene, secondary predominates over primary, and might be somewhere you come over the predomination of tertiary over secondary. Overall, the order of predomination would be tertiary, secondary and primary. So remember this very well. But now, if someone comes and demands that no, I don't want secondary over primary, but I want to have primary as my prime product, please allow me to do so. In such a case, you cannot allow directly someone to do, but you must have some optional reaction, and we have an optional reaction called hydroboration oxidation. These are two different steps involved, where hydroboration is something where you have B2H6, that is 2 times BH3, and you have hydrogen peroxide followed by OH minus. This is how it works. Now, in such a case, if I have an asymmetrical alkene and I undergo these two steps as of now at a short, because I am not going to go with the mechanism in this particular topic, I would add B2H6 followed by H2O2 and H plus. I will directly end up by writing CH3, CH2, CH2 and OH. This is nothing but primary alcohol. So this is how we can now have primary alcohol as our product instead of secondary alcohol. But when you want primary to dominate over secondary, remember the general acidic hydrolysis won't work. That is somewhat related to Markovnikov, but you have to go to a newer set of reaction, and that is hydroboration oxidation. So in a nutshell, I can say that alkene on acidic hydrolysis will always give me secondary alcohol, and alkene on hydroboration oxidation will always give me primary alcohol, subject to condition proper reagent should be used and alkene has to be asymmetrical or unsymmetrical. So friends, this is our second way of preparing alcohols. Now let us move towards the third way of preparing alcohols and check how can that be done. So while coming towards the third way of preparing alcohols, after the use of haloalkanes and alkenes, the third reagent that can be used is aldehyde. Now, before I begin with aldehyde, I am here going to discuss a set of different carbonyl derivatives that can be used by a very simple reduction method to convert into alcohols. But for this, we must have the knowledge that how many different derivatives are possible which have their core structure, main structure as carbonyl. If you have sincerely done your +1, you will have a very clear idea that there are nearly 7 different groups that are involved directly from carbonyl. But over here, we will be focusing on 4 to 5 different groups, where the first group will be aldehyde. The second group will be ketone. The third group will be acid. The fourth group will be ester. The fifth group has to be acid chloride. So these are the 5 different groups that are used. To your surprise, we have also a set of reaction where anhydride and even sometimes esters play a key role. We have already mentioned ester over here, but it was anhydride that was required to be mentioned. In short, I can use these 6 different starting materials to fetch you alcohols as your product, and that is what I am going to do now. So our subtitle for this topic, preparation of alcohol, will involve now alcohol from carbonyl derivatives. And remember, when you are trying to get alcohol from carbonyl derivatives, you are generally going to involve the reduction reactions. So let us begin with each of these reactions. So we will start with our first reaction, that is aldehyde to alcohol. Friends, we are supposed to undergo reduction reaction. So remembering the reducing agents, you can use dihydrogen with nickel as a catalyst, palladium as a catalyst, or platinum as a catalyst. So let us just start with the first reaction, RCHO. I can use H2 along with nickel or palladium or platinum. Sometimes apart from using these metals and hydrogen gas, we can also use lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. So 5 different set of reagents just for a single simple reduction, and over here I have to add hydrogen when I am talking about reduction. So this bond will be broken, one H over here, another H over here, and remember it will be an asymmetrical addition because carbon oxygen bond is always partially positive and partially negative. So when this bond will break, one H will sit on the carbon, another H will sit on the oxygen, and so you will always end by writing something like this: one H over here, another H over here. So this is nothing but this is RCH2OH, and yes, you are done. It is alcohol. But be very clear, whenever you have an aldehyde and you are converting an aliphatic aldehyde into alcohol, be very clear, it will always be primary alcohol. So be very clear, primary alcohol. Now after this particular formation using aldehyde and reaching to alcohol, let us see what happens if instead of alcohol I go for ketone to alcohol. A very similar reaction using the same set of reagents, but the product is very much different in the sense of primary, secondary and tertiary. You have a ketone over here where R can be equal to R dash, R cannot be equal to R dash, and in such a condition, when I say nickel or palladium or platinum along with H2, lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, I will always break this particular pi bond, one H with carbon and one H with oxygen. So I will always end up writing secondary alcohols. This is very perfect and very clear that aldehyde on reduction will give primary alcohol and ketone on reduction will give secondary alcohol. So very important aspect for competitive point of questions. Now let us try to move ahead and solve the reactions that involve the acid, ester, acid chloride and anhydride derivatives. So you have to be very clear that ketone on reduction gives secondary alcohol and aldehyde on reduction gives primary alcohol. Now let us go with acid. When acid undergoes a reduction, we generally prefer lithium aluminum hydride, or even sometime in a special case B2H6 is used. Make a note somewhere that B2H6 is a reducing agent. So over here it will help us result into RCH2OH. So this is how we can convert very easily acid into alcohol. So now we are done with three different derivatives, that is aldehyde, ketone and acid, and we are only focusing on one product, that is alcohol, irrespective of being primary, secondary or tertiary. Let us move a step ahead and think of acid chloride. See, it is one of the derivative of acid undergoing same B2H6 or lithium aluminum hydride. Always remember, in these two set of reaction, ether is the reaction medium, that is solvent, and this particular reaction will always help us forming alcohol, but will have a byproduct along with alcohol, that is hydrochloric acid. So friends, acid or acid chloride, no matter whatever you take, you are only focusing on developing one particular product, and that one particular product is alcohol. Still, let us think of anhydride, RCOO COR dash. When we have anhydride and we undergo H2 Ni or PD or PT or lithium aluminum hydride, always remember that RC, this will break like this. So you have two alcohol, RCH2OH, one will be over here, and you will also have another set of alcohol, that is RCH2OH. If you look into this reaction carefully, instead of getting one alcohol, you are getting two different alcoholic products. Still, this is not over. Why? I'll explain you. RCHHOH, so 3H are involved, and I am able to get one alcohol just from this portion. Now from this complete portion, I will get an alcohol, and even if I require, there will be a subordinate coming out as water. But we are not going to think of it as of now. So you can justify that when an anhydride is undertaken in a reduction reaction using H2 nickel palladium platinum, you will always end up with a product that is alcohol plus alcohol. Now, still moving a step and just undertaking one last set of reaction in context to preparation of alcohols via reduction, we have our esters. This is something different. because over here, how much you try along with an alcohol while undertaking hydrolysis, you will also have an acid formation up to an extent. So over here, ester on hydrolysis will always gives acid plus alcohol. So no doubt we will receive alcohol, but we will also receive acid. So over here there will be a little bit of a hard work practically, because mostly these both are water soluble, so it little bit becomes difficult to separate them. But friends, this is the whole scenario for the different set of reactions that help us develop, prepare alcohols from haloalkanes, from alkenes, and even from different derivatives of carbonyl compounds. So hope you have got it through in this particular video. In the very next video, we are coming up with very simple formation of primary and secondary alcohol from Grignard reagent and also the tertiary alcohol. So just go through this complete video if required again, and if you have any queries, you know the contact point. We'll meet again very soon in the upcoming video with the Grignard set of reaction for the preparation of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Thank you.